Assalamu alaikum everybody, welcome back to another video. Mosman Oil Gas 0.045 GBX, we're up 11% already today as of right now, as of filming. I made a video on Mosman last week where it was at 0.04 I think, or 0.037, so you'd be up 11 to like 15% had you invested when I made the video. So what's happened today, as mentioned in my previous video, RNS has dropped today with the completion of the Sagebrush acquisition. So here we can see here 3rd of Feb, 8:19 a.m. USA Helium project update and EP 145 sale update. So let's click into this. Let's see what news we've got to read today. So yeah, let's dive straight into it. Mosman Oil Gas, the helium, hydrogen and hydrocarbon production is pleased to announce the completion of the acquisition of 82.5% working interest in the Sagebrush project in Colorado, announced on 30th December 2024. This 82.5% interest will be held by Mosman Helium. The effective date of this transaction was the 1st of January 2025. So today's date is the 3rd of Feb. So this effective date was 1 January 2025, which is really important. So let's continue reading on. Background on the Sagebrush project. Sagebrush well was drilled in 1984, tested non-flammable gas, but was not tested for helium below the salt layer, and made an oil discovery above the salt layer. The well's initial production was in excess of 600 barrels. I think it's BBLS days of oil, and it has cumulatively produced over 300,000 barrels something of oil since coming into production across 9 wells, 7 of which are producing and 2 are shut in. Oil production has been fairly consistent in 2020 with a gross annual rate of approximately 17,000 from the 7 producing wells. Existing infrastructure includes roads, well sites, well separated storage sites and pipeline, which is currently shut in. The lease area has had 2D seismic and some 3D seismic, which has been used to identify several prospects for both oil and helium. So to summarize, this is a project that's already producing oil, and it has potential for further oil and helium exploration. As you can see, last time it was tested in 1984, it wasn't tested for helium. So the hope is once Mosman do their test for helium, they're able to find some deep underground. Planning is already underway for reprocessing 2D SWAT data covering both Sagebrush and Coyote Wash projects areas and the selective areas of the Coyote Wash 3D. Acquisition of approximately 6 to 8 square miles of the new 3D seismic in the most southern portion of the Sagebrush project is also being planned. It is anticipated the combined cost of the 2D reprocessing and 3D acquisition and interpretation will be in the order of $500,000, which will be funded from Mosman's existing cash reserves. So that's really good to hear, that we're not going to have any placings, as we're fully funded for the whole year. So good that the CEO has mentioned that it's going to be funded by the existing cash reserve. So here's a little map. We can see Coyote Wash here, Sagebrush project here, another Sagebrush project area here. So yeah, all the areas that Mosman currently have are quite concentrated close together, so which is good, increases the likelihood of at least one of these spots finding that valuable helium. Next up we have Several leads have been identified in the Ismay formation overlaying the salt, which is the production reservoir in Sagebrush, and in the Roadrunner and the Tabak oil fields in the west of Sagebrush. There are also large helium prospects in the Leadville formation under the salt. The permitting process for the acquisition and drilling will be fast-tracked, beginning with the required environmental and historical preservation surveys. The drilling approval can take several months, and Mosman cannot predict when this will be received, but is targeting to drill later in 2025. Very, very exciting. If they can do it in like Q3, Q4 2025, that is exciting news. Let's see what the CEO himself has said. Andy, we are pleased to finalize this important acquisition where we believe there is additional oil potential and significant helium potential. It is a great combination with the adjacent Coyote Wash project, 100% owned by Mosman. So yeah, this Coyote Wash project, 100% owned, and the other one is 82.5% held by Mosman as well. And this one's already producing oil as well, so that's nice. We're going to have he's mentioned the oil revenue from the producing wells will help fund the ongoing exploration and development program. So yeah, that's good. Any oil sales money that has been made since January 1st, Mosman's going to get that slice of the revenue as well. So glad to hear that, and happy days ahead. And finally, we have an update on EP 145. Mosman notes that Excellent Resources has today updated on its progress regarding EP 145. Further to Mosman's announcement on 14th and 3rd January, the parties have now entered into a formal sale and purchase agreement with completion subject to government approval. very, very good news. This is the one where they have a royalty attached as well. So any future sales of helium from EP145, Mosman get a cut off that as well, and they also get a cash payment for the sale as well. So yeah, all looking very good. Companies now companies already fully funded. They've acquired Sagebrush, finally completed. They're now getting oil revenues monthly, as we can see. It was effective from 1st of January. 7 wells are already producing oil. Next steps are getting that Vector drilling schedule RNS. That's probably going to be the next one, I think. Like, obviously, from last week where Vector said they found their drilling operator. Now it's just about getting the drilling schedules to see when drilling will start. 20% working interest in that as well. And hopefully, once that's all done and tested, Mosman will move on to, completing seismics for their Coyote Wash and Sagebrush project. And hopefully, as the CEO mentioned, that they can start doing some drilling late 2025 to see what's underground. Is there helium under the grounds of Sagebrush and Coyote as well? So yeah, very exciting year ahead. If you invested in Mosman, let me know your thoughts. I think today's RNS very good. I think it had to come today as well, as the CEO mentioned last Friday that it was coming on the 3rd. So good that he kept his word on that, and it's good to hear that the work of 500,000 USD will be funded from Mosman's existing cash reserve. So yeah, hopefully no placings to come, as the CEO has stated that everything's fully funded and they're going to use the existing cash reserves as well. And yeah, I look forward to sharing more videos on Mosman as the news comes in. I'm hoping for a busy quarter and busy news flow as well. So right now, current price is still 0.045 GBX. I'm anticipating once the drill schedule drops, this should at least go to 0.07 GBX. And then once drilling actually commences, I'm hoping for a minimum 0.1 GBX. Like, very achievable. And current market cap, let's check, is 8 million. So I'm definitely thinking like a 20 million market cap, 100% achievable once drilling starts. And then yeah, if they find helium, if they find commercial grade helium underground for Vector, then the sky's the limit. This could be easily 100 million GBP company overnight, just as we saw Helium 1 have its rise last year when it found some helium. So yeah, anything can happen in the market. All I'd say, guys, best time to probably invest was around 30th or like 29th of Jan. You might have missed the boat to get in early, but you still got time before the rest of the news drops. There's no placings planned, so this price should stay steady now with the recent influx of news. So no concerns there. If you're interested in investing in Mosman, you can use my Freetrade link. That will be linked below, so you can invest in Mosman using Freetrade as well. And yeah, now it's just about having patience and waiting for the next set of newses to launch. And yeah, got a lot of trades happened already today. 269 trades. Can't really trust this LSC buy and sell chart thing, but majority do look like buys, so that's good. So yeah, we'll look forward to the next update on Vector drilling. So yeah, that's going to be an exciting time for when actually drilling does start, to see how the market reacts to what's found in the ground. But for now, we're up 7% today, and it's a hold for me. There's no point. I mean, you can take profits along the way, but I think there's still so much this stock will rise in the coming weeks and months that if you're selling all you're holding now, you might regret it in a couple of weeks' time. So I'd probably recommend stay put. Wait till at least we get to like the highs of last summer of like 0.08, and then start selling, take profits along the way, and have a ride up to the top and see where the top takes you to. This could easily be 100 million market cap company in the coming months. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's stay put and let's hope all the projects, everything stays on track and they will deliver what they're expected. So yeah, guys, if you're invested in Mosman, let me know your thoughts on today's RNS today. Big RNS, 82.5% acquisition on Sagebrush, existing oil revenue coming in now. So yeah, good little bit of money coming in, and future development opportunities are available. So yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and peace.